I am Monika from IELTS 9. Let's do one more reading. That reading name is Psychology of New Product Adoption. Psychology of New Product Adoption. So I am trying to read this title twice or thrice so that I can understand the meaning of this reading title. So although it seems that it is a simple kind of reading passage, new product adoption, but the word they have put in front of that, psychology of new product adoption. So this becomes a science and psychological kind of IELTS reading passage that will be a you can say for some students it is a difficult one. Okay, for finding location specifically it is a difficult one. So why this video is important for you, those who are going to give exam within 1 month or within a week or after 2 months, because these kinds of readings are frequently part of these IELTS exam. So let's do practice with me. Most important here is you are going to do practice with me, because on the left side I am showing you passage and on the right side you can see the types of questions we have been given. So this reading was reported by a student. So this, it may possible some reading questions may differ or the title may also get differ. Okay, but this kind of thing he had just written on WhatsApp, and actual date I have written 28th Feb, but he had written, I don't remember the actual date also. So, but it was in February 2026 IELTS exam that had happened in Australia. It means we are doing questions from Australian IELTS exam. This reading can be part of your next IELTS exam, maybe in India, maybe in Canada, maybe in Australia, again after 2 3 months or 6 months, maybe in New Zealand, maybe in another country, Japan also. So, point here is do practice with me so that you can get more practice with me, and how I am finding the answer you can get, you can grab some strategy from me also. So wherever you get the knowledge you should adopt it. Okay, and do practice for that also. Application of that knowledge is also important. Alone watching video is will not serve any purpose. So for this reading we have been provided here three types of question. I can see list of people, and then true false not given, and then multiple choice questions. Those who are saying that first we will read the first paragraph in order to understand the meaning of this, in order to understand the idea of this reading passage, please don't do it. This is a clear wastage of time, I can see. So first let's start with this list of persons. So before reading it, let me take my pen first. Okay, so first we will read the instructions. Reading instructions is really important. Use the information in the passage to match the people. So these are list of people, these three people with the opinions or deeds below. So these are the opinions or deeds, we can say. Okay, or sometimes it is written over here with the statements. So write the appropriate letters A to C in boxes 1 to 4 questions on your answer sheet. Mean in front of these question number 1 to 4, we need to write not person name, only alphabet. So how to do these kinds of question? List of people. So first we will read all the statements. We will understand its meaning as well as one or two important keywords. We will underline it. Those keywords will help us to get the correct answer. Stated a theory which bears potential fault. So fault word is important according to my opinion in the application. Okay, some theory is there which bears potential fault in the application. Second, decided the consumer's several behavior features when they face other option. Consumer is important. The consumer's several behavior features when they face other options. So almost every kind of word is important over here. Consumer and several behavior which features when they face other options also. Generalize that customers value more of their possession. Okay, customers, consumers, same words, value more of their possession, they are going to abandon or for a purpose, then alternative they are going to swap in. Okay, that customers value more of their possession, they are going to abandon for a purpose, then alternative they are going to swap in. Means they are not easily, it is not easy to to take customers. If the customers value of their position, they are going to leave new things. Actually, they want to say that thing, I think. Answer the reason why people don't replace existing products. Why means reason. The reason why people don't replace existing products. Okay, so of course, clearly it is understood that it is all related to psychology of consumer behavior. Okay, now let's find the person name Richard and this and this. Okay, so I will not read thoroughly. First, my main purpose is to find this person name. So here 30,000 product percentage, it is given percentage they are talking. In first paragraph, nothing is given about Richard. Any person name is not there. So let's move to next paragraph. So these are B and C paragraph. Let's find it person name. I am looking for person name only. Here they are talking about company. So whatever it comes to our way, definitely we can underline the things. New products often require consumer to change their behavior. Okay. I'm looking for VCR, DVD. Okay. Here also we haven't got any person name. So let's move to next paragraph. Okay. D and E paragraph, I can see ghost person name Richard, Everett or Canhan. Nothing is there in D also. This person name is here. Let's read it from here. In 1960s, communication scholar, this person called the concept relative advantage and identified it as the most critical driver of a new product option. Okay, adoption. Called the concept relative advantage and identified it as the most critical driver. This argument assumes that companies make unbiased assessments of innovations and of consumers' likelihood of adopting them. Although compelling, the theory has one major flaw. Theory is also there. Word, see this? Somewhere theory word was, yes. Somewhere theory word is here. Stated a theory which bears potential fault in the application. So it is clearly given, although compelling, the theory has one major flaw. It fails to capture the psychological biases. So it is clearly, we have got stated a theory which bears adoption fault in application. So definitely this is B number person, not A. Okay, okay, okay. So here B will come here. Okay. Now coming to next paragraph. So yes, coming to F number paragraph, let's find, I can see the person name over here. See this? These two persons name are C number is there. So till the time we will read it, you can do subscribe, like and hype my video. Thank you so much in advance. Of course, I will also feel motivation that somebody has liking my hard work and all. So you can always do it. Okay. So we have got this C number person here. One of the cornerstones of that research developed with psychologist, this person is how, no, we are looking for both the persons, not single person. And this here showed that, and others have confirmed that human beings' responses to the alternatives before they have four distinct characteristics. See this? Features is characteristic. Human beings' responses to the alternatives before they have four distinct characteristics decided the consumer's several behavior features when they face other options, several human responses. So here we can read it just above. Economic behavior is also there. Well, okay, so we don't need to read anything. So everything we have got. Human beings' responses to the alternative. So alternative, it is when they face other option is alternative word before they have four distinct characteristics. It means this will match with C number. Okay. Now coming to G number paragraph. Let's find person A is also left. And one person name will come definitely again. So I can see this same person here in next paragraph. So can we read it? Okay. Fourth and important, losses have a far greater impact on people than similarly sized gains. A phenomenon called loss aversion. For instance, studies show that most people will not accept a bet in which there is a 50% chance of winning. Okay, we need to scroll the page. So here we were reading this for instance because we have got this person name again. For instance, studies show that most people will not accept a bet in which there is 50% chance of winning this and 50% chance of losing this. The gains from the wager must outweigh the losses by a factor. Similarly, a survey of 1500 customers of Pacific Gas revealed that consumers demand 3 to 4 times more compensation to endure a power outage and suffer a loss than they are willing to pay to avoid the problem. A potential gain wrote losses loom larger than gains. Okay, loss aversion leads people to value. Two options are left. Answer the reason why people don't replace existing products. Okay, loss aversion leads people to value products that they already possess, those that are part of their endowment more than those they don't have. This we can match it with fourth number. Answer the reason why people don't replace existing. So here it is given, loss aversion leads people to value products that they already possesses, those that are part of their endowment more than those don't have. Don't replace existing products. And otherwise nothing is given about like that. So we can select this one because see third number it is not matching with anyone. It means this must be a number. Means this person's reference here we have read it twice a time. So next, okay, first person is here in H. Let's read it. So here in this paragraph, according to Mr. Richard Thaler, he is saying consumers value what they own, but many have to give up much more than they value what they don't own but could obtain. Thaler called that bias the endowment effect. Okay. Generalize that customers value more of their possession they are going to abandon for a purpose than in alternative than they are going to swap. They but could obtain. Okay. So proper this from here to here it is paraphrasing of this question statement. You can read it twice or thrice. So this will come with a number. Now coming to next question, true false not given. Let's move to true false not given. So so that's more important to read the instruction, although I understand that here instructions are not fully explained. So actually instruction says if the statement meaning is matching with the information statement, these are the statements here, okay, from 5 to 9, and if the meaning of these statements are matching with the information we will get in the paragraphs, then it will be true, and something is contradiction from the question statement to the information in the passage, then it will be false. And if no information, some important information is not given in the passage, then it will be not given. So let's do true false not given. So I will keep sharing IELTS reading tips and tricks. Just do it with me. Now coming to true false not given. First I will read the question statement. I will understand the meaning and one or two keywords I will just mark out. First, those keywords will take us to the location and then we will match the meaning also. Now we have come across till H number paragraph. How many paragraphs are left? Let me see. Okay, 3 paragraphs are also left. So where we will get the location of true false not given? Of course, we will go according to the keywords. First 4 paragraphs also we haven't touched. It means from the first paragraphs, initial paragraphs, we will try to get answer, try to get the locations also. Let's read it. The products of innovations which beat existing alternatives can guarantee a successful market share. The products of innovation which beat existing alternatives. Anything? Okay. This paragraph also we haven't read it properly. Let's read it. So products of innovations which beat existing alternatives can guarantee a successful market if new products which beat existing alternative products, then it means it can guarantee a successful market share. Okay. In today's, so companies related, I think they are talking in another paragraph. So where we have read companies here also, let's read B and C. Let this thing. To understand why new products fail to live up to the company's expectations, we must delve into psychology of behavior change. New products often require consumers to change their behavior. As companies know, those behaviors changes entail costs. Consumers costs such as activation fees they have they okay. The fact that most companies recognize the benefits of switching to new products guarantees a successful innovation. Few would question the objective advantages of new many innovations over existing alternatives. So, okay. So this is the location for question number fifth number. The products of innovation which beat existing alternatives can guarantee a successful market share. It is given the objective of advantages of many innovation over existing alternatives, but that's often not enough for them to succeed. It means answer we have just selected from here, but exact location of question number fifth is here. So this is it is clearly saying often not enough for them to succeed. So I have selected correct answer false. Now point here is sixth number. The fact that most companies recognize the benefits of switching to new product guarantees a successful innovation. New products often require consumers to change behavior. As companies know, okay, companies know means they have recognized those behavior changes entail cost. Consumer costs such as activation fees they have to pay when they switch from one, yes, switching to new products provided to another. They also bearing learning costs such as when they shift from manual to automatic transmission. People sustain cost, for example when they switch from VCR to their videotape collection become useless. All of these are economic switching costs that most companies routinely anticipate. Yes, we can say it true. The fact that companies recognize the benefits of switching to new product guarantees a successful innovation. They have recognized that many things, many costs they have to bear it. Okay. Now seventh number, gender. Gender word is important here. Okay. So gender affects the loss and gain outcome in the real marketplace. Okay. So this all three paragraphs we have read. Let's move to next paragraph. Already we have gone through almost full paragraphs. Gender related thing I haven't come across. Let's find gender people related thing and maybe ladies or women, men, kids. No, kids will not come. Sorry. No. Here it is in two paragraphs because after C paragraph, in two paragraphs, nothing is related. I don't find anything relating to gender kind of. So I will mark it not given because last three paragraphs are also left. We have to read it. There, if we get something relating to gender bias kind of thing, then we can reconsider it. Now, eighth number, endowment. Endowment word, just I have just read it. Yes, when we were doing first type of question, endowment effect experiment, I have read, showed there was a huge gap between the seller's anticipation and chooser's offer. Yes. Let's move to endowment word. Endowment somewhere. Endowment, just a minute. Yes, here it is endowment. Okay. So let's read it from here. Endowment word is here. This person, consumers value what they own but have many have to give up much more than they value they don't own but could obtain. Thaler called that bias the endowment effect. It means, so this paragraph we have to read it for getting the knowledge of endowment effect. Here he had just introduced this word in 1990 and we are looking for seller and chooser. Seller word is here, it means we need to read it. In one such experiment, they gave coffee mugs to a group of people, the sellers, and asked at what price from 25 cents to this. the sellers would be willing to part with those mugs. They asked another group, the chooser, to whom they did not give coffee mugs, to indicate whether they would choose the mug or the money at each price. In objective terms, all sellers and choosers were in the same situation. They were choosing between a mug and sum of money. In one trial of this experiment, sellers priced the mug at $7 on average, but choosers were willing to pay only this. It means it is clearly given. This experiment showed there was a huge gap between sellers' anticipation and consumers' offer. So they sellers anticipate $7 and they consumer anticipate $3.2. It means huge gap is there. So this is definitely true. Okay. Now coming to ninth, customers accept the fact peacefully when they were revealed the status quo bias. Okay. Status quo bias word we need to find. So here I am looking for this word, status quo bias. So last paragraph is there. Yes, here it is status quo bias or somewhere else. Yes, here also. Sorry, here also I have missed. So yes. So customers accept the peace effect peacefully when they were revealed the status quo. Okay. This person called the status quo asked one group of students to choose between an attractive coffee mug and a large bar of Swiss chocolate. He gave a second group of students the coffee mugs, but a short time later allowed each student to exchange his or her mug for a chocolate bar. Finally, this person gave chocolate bars to a third group of students, but much later allowed each student to exchange his or her. Okay, where is the result? Uh, Logically, therefore, about half of the students to whom Kenneth gave the coffee mug should have traded for the chocolate bar and vice versa. That didn't happen. Only 11% of students who had been given the mugs, 10% of those who had given the chocolate bars wanted to exchange their product, to approximately 90% of the students giving up what they already seemed like a painful loss, shrank their desire to trade. Okay. What they want to ask, customers accept the fact peacefully when they are revealed the queue status quo. Okay, next paragraph also we need to read. So here interestingly most people seem oblivious, customers means oblivious to the existence of behavior implicit in the endowment effect and the status quo bias. Seem oblivious to the existence of behaviors implicit in the effect. In study after study, when researchers presented people with evidence that they had irrationally overvalued the status quo, they were shocked, skeptical, and more than a bit defensive. So here it is given peacefully. So customers were not peacefully. Okay. They were shocked, skeptical, and more than a bit defensive. Here it means this is false. MCQ in next video we can do it.